Well, good morning, everyone. I have got 7 o'clock here in Southern California, and this is a special Saturday strategy call that we're going to do, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we've got so much extra product getting out to the field, and the promotion that ran in April was just exciting. So what we're going to do is a little housekeeping right off the bat. I'm going to ask Ken Burgess to hop on and just give a real quick update, and then we'll get into the call this morning.
Thanks, Sandy. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great Saturday, and all those mothers out there, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Hope you have special things planned for you. Just a couple things. As you know, product started shipping on Tuesday, and people starting to receive it, actually Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there. It seems like this week is all blurred into one day. And, of course, first people who ordered are receiving their orders first, and those orders started as late as far back as March 25th, 26th. And some of those orders were prior to the announcement of the new program and before the SKU numbers of the new program were put into place where people could actually click on and order those. And as many as possible, we went back in and tried to change them. But, of course, as you know, some will slip through the cracks. And if that happens to you, if any of you receive product and it's not the order you're expecting or you're missing the additional product that was promised, it's very simple. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call customer service. And, by the way, customer service now is open between 7:15 Pacific and 7 p.m. We've increased the hours permanently. Excuse me. So it'll be easy for you to call. Just let them know your name, your ID number as usual, and tell them you received your product, but it was missing such and such. They'll be able to look that up and ship you the additional product out immediately. So that's not a problem. Anybody receive any of that information, do it. You can also, let's say you're at work and you can't make the noise of getting on the phone, you can also go into your back office and do a support ticket, and those are handled immediately. So either way, you're able to get in, get your product correctly situated, and have the full order sent to you if that happens to happen to your situation, okay? Those are really the two things, product getting out to people and the new times that we have customer service answering the phone. So, Sandy, it's back to you. Oh, one other thing. Thank you. Direct deposit is now showing up in your profile in your back office. Go in and fill it out for bonus checks, okay? Any type of check, both the monthly bonus checks and your weekly bonus check that's in the new program right now. So get it filled out so we can save the time and the effort in getting the checks in the mail. We can just say now the deposit's in your account. Thanks.
Thanks, Ken. Okay, we're going to get into this morning, and first I want to congratulate a brand-new executive. Her name is Ginger Williford there in North Carolina. I'm anxious to get to know her and a lot of the other executives that I haven't met. But, Ginger, I've asked her to just say a few words this morning because she has accomplished this executive level during a time when there's been some challenges and new management and all of those good things that come with change. And so, Ginger, I'm going to just turn the time over to you for a few minutes.
Thank you, Sandy. Hey, everyone. Good morning, and happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I just want to start by telling you a little bit about my story. My name is Ginger, and I work full-time as an office manager. I am 47 years old, a mother of 5, including 5-year-old twin boys. I was introduced to V3 back in June by a dear friend of mine, Nancy Feinberg. I lost 22 pounds in the first 6 weeks, putting me back into a size 6 for the first time since before my twins were born. I was also having issues with very low energy, but now my energy level has skyrocketed, and I am no longer having problems with keeping up with the twins and getting through my very busy day. I knew I had my hands on something rare with V3, and because of that, I have started to build an amazing business with Voyager. This is the easiest thing I've ever done, and sharing it with everyone I know is my goal every day. I now have a very profitable business as an added benefit because of how effective V3 is. Since joining the Voyager team, I am averaging a monthly profit of over $1,800 a month. I sell between 50 and 80 bottles every couple of weeks, and I have a commission check that is averaging over $2,200 a month. I've been able to open up a savings account as well, and as of May 1st, I have a total of $9,600 in there. And guys, let me tell you something. I haven't had a savings account in over 10 years. At this point, I honestly cannot keep product in my hands. One of the main reasons I have been this successful with my business is because I stay plugged in with my team, which is Team Gideon. I am also on all corporate calls, including our Monday night mentoring, our Tuesday testimonials, our Wednesday calls with webinars, our Saturday morning team training calls, and our Thursday night team calls. Elaine and Nancy have guided me in how to effectively build my business so that when I did break as an executive director, I would have a very strong base of distributors under me. Both Elaine and Nancy were and still are very adamant about me doing three-way calls with them and with my team, and that is a big part of my success. As Elaine has always told me, lead with the business. I'm having fun with this business and start every day excited about giving people hope, health, and possibility. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Sandy, and thank you, Elaine.
Thanks, Ginger, and I love what you said this morning because it leads right into what we're talking about of leading with the business and selling the dream. And Ginger is right there ready to just live the dream full force. I mean, everyone does this business for different reasons. Some people just want to try the product, and that's okay. But people that want to build a business need to lead with the business, and we're going to talk about that this morning. And it's amazing. Every time I start training, someone texts me, and about 5 or 6 texts come in and ask questions and things. But let me just run through what I want to talk about, and then those questions will probably be answered. You've got all this wonderful extra product on your hands that'll be coming in with the April promotion. That is double, and oh my gosh, it's so much more product than you actually had to pay for. So don't get caught up in just selling that product. What you want to do is use that to build your business. One of the promotions that Ken was mentioning to me last week that would be great for everyone, and I totally agree, is that use the product with your customers that are wanting a bottle and say, well, bring me 2 people to talk to about Voyager and V3, and I'll give you a free bottle, so that you use it to bring in more people. Once those 2 people say come and they're interested and they want product and they purchase the product, maybe they're interested in the business, you can go back to that person that brought you those 2 referrals and say, you could do this business with me. These people are very interested. They would go under you, and you can utilize with that. So kind of take that concept as your product starts arriving to use it to build your business. You know, I saw a musical show years ago in New York City called Miss Saigon, and I saw it again last week because one of my former students is singing the lead role on it here in Los Angeles. And in that Miss Saigon musical, and it brought back a lot of memories of how incredible the music is in that show, there's one song in there called The American Dream. And they're in, of course, Saigon, trying to leave Saigon and get to America and live that American dream. He sings of all the things that the world looks at as the American dream, and it just made me think about this business. And interesting enough is that when I put the weekly schedule together, I did it for a certain strategy, and that's why it's important to stick with the weekly schedule, to plug into that weekly schedule, to create consistency and dependability so people know that they can count on that Monday morning executive leadership call where we update the executives and regionals on things, and they in turn turn around and do their team call, mostly on Thursday seems to be the night for those team calls, and pass that on to their team. Tuesday, that we focus on those testimonials. That is the focus of Tuesday night, so you can hear more stories. The success Success Stories, V3 Success Stories on Facebook also focuses on those stories that you can use as a tool. However, Wednesday's webinar is focused on the opportunity. So anyone that you want to get into the business, you need to make sure you're watching that with them. Gather some people over on a Wednesday night. Watch the webinar together. We have a presenters panel that is very different. Every one of them have a different flavor and a flair to how they're going to present, even though they follow a script and they have those slides that they show, but they do bring their own personal flair and story to that. So it's important that you do that. A lot of the thriving companies right now that have the momentum going on really stress getting people looking at the webinar. We finished, and actually Gary Langerman did a great recording of the webinar for us with the new slide presentation, which you can download to your iPads or whatever. And that's wonderful, and that's a great tool for those of you who can't get on a Wednesday night webinar. But if you can use that live Wednesday webinar, it's just going to be far more beneficial. It's an event for you to move towards. The Wednesday webinar highlights, yes, on the hope of health challenges with obesity, depression, and energy, but it just highlights them. But it focuses in on the hope for a way to supplement income with the economical challenges. We have worse economical challenges than we do health challenges in this country. People want it as a part-time second income, as a career change to make unlimited income. A lot of people are unhappy. They're having foreclosures. They're not being able to make their house payments, their car payments, maybe put their kids through school. All of these things build on your why. So one of the most important things that you do, and this is done in the basic training at Burgess Biz, so it's that first basic training little module, which is 6.5 minutes long, will focus on the fact that you need to determine what your why is. Why are you doing this business? You're not doing the business just to lose weight. You're doing the business to build a business, so you have to figure out why you're doing it. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday, and we've done network marketing for, 30-some-odd years, 35-plus years, and the reason we've always done it is because of our family. It's the bottom line. We have 5 grown children now. 4 of them are married. The last one's getting married in August. We have 16 grandchildren, and it's amazing through the years of network marketing, we are so thrilled and feel so blessed to have had this opportunity of network marketing because we have been able to help our kids. We've been able to take care of our kids all through the years, whether it's going to the best universities. A lot of them had scholarships in basketball, but it was still expensive. Those extra clinics, those extra teams, they played on all-star teams and stuff. And just recently, this just happened to us, and I'm so thrilled we had Voyager. If we hadn't had Voyager, and I told my daughter, who was here last week from Utah, she was here for a few days at my house, and I said to her that I am so blessed to have found Voyager because we could not have done what we did this last year for our grown children that are married if we did not have it. If we were working a regular job, which I call just over broke, if we were working just a job, we could not have helped. And we'll just go in order of the top. My oldest son, who's married with 5 kids, lives in Pennsylvania, had some challenges, needed an extra $1,500 for a particular challenge they had. Then my daughter, her husband lost his job. Out of the clear blue, she has 5 girls. We were able to take care of their move to Utah, their rent for a few months, and subsidize that. At the same time, this is all happening at the same 6-month period of time this was all going on. Then my son Josh was finishing up at BYU schooling, and we were able to finish paying all of his schooling. And at the same time, my youngest son, who's a professional basketball player, because of the NBA blockout and stuff, and he's a rookie, he wasn't picked up, so he didn't have an income. And so we were taking care of all of these adult children because of this opportunity. Now, that's what I want you to focus on is why are you doing this? And you've got to determine that in such a way, as Shelley Ball says, your why must make you cry, in such a way that you know why you're doing it so that you can not only do the business with that passion and heart, but you can also lead with that passion and heart. When I sit and I talk to a person face-to-face, I don't start with, I've lost this much weight or blah, 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 blah. I start with, let me tell you why I do network marketing, why I chose to do Voyager. My family are first and foremost. If there's something going on, I want to be able to get on a plane and help them. If there's a challenge they have, I want to be able to help them with that challenge. And that's the why, when I was looking at that yesterday, is why we've done it all these years, because it's given us financial freedom. And so the slides that you're seeing now with the Wednesday webinar focus heavily on the American dream and on those core benefits. Network marketing provides everyone the same opportunity to live the American dream, to be their own boss. And you have to know the core benefits. Every network marketing book out there focuses on those core benefits of why we do this business. Why, whether we went to school for, I seem to have gone forever at the University of Utah Music, because it takes you forever to get through that. But why do we do network marketing? And yet we can still do the other things we love. Absolutely. I still teach a few voice students around here. I still love that and keeps my hands in directing and stuff. But the reason we do this is so that we can live that American dream that focuses on freedom, to be their own boss, to work from home, avoid traffic. Especially yesterday, I was in traffic. Oh, my gosh. No wonder I do network marketing. Work when we want to work, in our pajamas if we choose to do that, where we want to work, limit to no territories, with whom we choose to work with, have more time with our family, with our church college, with our community involvements, with our activities that help the community, those things some of us really want to do that, the church work that we want to do. I know Billy Banks has been freer to do the things he does with his church work, rewarded for the efforts and the efforts of the teams that we develop. And that's where we leverage our income. When you are in direct sales, and I was in a party plan situation before I got in network marketing, selling skincare, you're limited because you make the profits on what you're selling. But network marketing, this is the magic that I discovered way back in the 80s, that it just was a light bulb that went on, is the leveraging aspect. If you work hard now, build your team, anchor your team, build a structure where it's just working itself and you've got great leaders, and that's the key, is to developing great leaders underneath you. I mean, Elaine and Nancy do not need me. I'm glad they love me, and we do what we need to do as far as three ways and stuff. But the bottom line is, because they're great leaders, they can do it themselves. Billy Banks, he'll call all the time. We do the three-way calls, him and Ken or myself. And guess what? He doesn't need us to do this business because he's a great leader. And that's what network marketing and the magic is about. And that's where the light bulb went on for me back in the 80s was, oh, my gosh, if you build this business and you create good leaders everywhere, you can at one point walk away from this business. That's why books like Beach Money were written. These things talk about leveraged income. And so that's what I want you to understand when you're doing this business, is what it's about. Network marketing was built on that. I mean, some of the first companies built around the American dream or the American way or Amway. Okay, all those things are built around that concept of network marketing. When you read the definition of the American dream in just a dictionary, Webster's, for many immigrants, the Statue of Liberty was their first view of the United States, signifying new opportunities in life. The statue is an iconic symbol of the American dream. And then it says here that the American dream is a national ethos of the United States in which freedom includes the opportunity of prosperity and success. and an upward social mobility achieved through hard work. In the definition of the American Dream by James Adams in 1931, he says life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement, regardless of social class or circumstances of birth. The idea of the American dream is rooted in the United States Declaration of Independence, which proclaims that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when you look at situations out there with people struggling, with people not being able to take care of their own bills, let alone the bills of their children, or challenges that may come along, and it's a hardship. That's why the American dream is so grounded and rooted in what we do in network marketing. And so the passion doesn't just come from the product. Yeah, you can have product. Some of us don't lose as much weight as those that do real quickly. But it's not about that. It's about, yes, we have this opportunity, this product that is hot, that is exciting, but we have an opportunity to change our lifestyle. And I have shared this story with a couple of the team calls in the past during this 15 months that we've done Voyager, that there was a time when I had one son playing basketball in North Carolina at Duke University. I had a daughter playing at BYU basketball, and I had another son on an all-star team and another son on a local all-star team that played up in Los Angeles, and another son playing over at our high school at the time. And yet, because of this network marketing industry, I was able to go to, between Ken and I, everybody's games. I mean, I remember coming home and I was exhausted. I had just flown home from North Carolina. My son Chris called and goes, "Mom, we're starting at the Dean Dome. I get a start." He was a freshman. He says, "You've got to be there, Mom." And I got on the plane the next day and flew out to North Carolina to watch him. Another incident was Thanksgiving Day, where he called and, you know, we with Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving and stuff, and he was in Alaska at the Alaska Shootout. And he said, "Mom, I need you to come up to the Alaska Shootout. I'm excited. I get to do a lot of playing." So I called my travel agent, and she booked me. The next day I left, flew up to the Alaska Shootout to watch my son. That's what the American dream is the freedom to not worry, gosh, can I budget this ticket in? But what I did is I built the business. I just had a couple of meetings there in the hotel room so I could write off the trip. It's part of what we do in this business, is tax advantages. But it was the American dream, and that's what I love about this business. And you have to understand that to the very core of your being so that you lead with the opportunity. I had someone say to me, "Well, I can sell product, and I sell product like crazy, but I just have a hard time recruiting." Well, that's why you use the three-way call, which is integrated in the four-step system. That was put together after 35-plus years in this business of understanding that you've got to have a system that takes away the hesitancy to talk to people. And so the system is developed in that, yes, you have that great one-minute message, "I'm just having so much fun, losing a little weight, making extra money. In fact, you ought to do this with me. Oh, my gosh, this product's hot. People are making money. We could do this and just really have some fun." And you ought to take a look at it. It's not like you should try the product. You should take a look at this business and let's do this. And that was the attitude I took right from the beginning when I called Elaine Tomerol, or I called Nancy Feinberg, or I called Billy Banks. It wasn't, "You ought to try this product because I couldn't help but notice you were fat." That wasn't the goal. My goal and focus was, you ought to run with me on this business. When you have a hot diet, oh my gosh, everybody wants it. That creates a tremendous opportunity. So that's what I did day one. And so we had those 3 months of getting applications in and before we even opened our doors and strategically lining them up so we could open our doors. And I remember our first bonus check was over $23,000 because we had those 3 months of getting things in line and talking to business, but I never, ever led with the product. I led with the business, and the product was part of that because to me, the product works. It's a given. People are going to use that product. I'm not going to focus there. I'm going to focus on you ought to run with me on this business opportunity. So right now, what you have in your hands, and I could talk on and on and on, I'll record something for BurgessBiz.com on selling the dream, but what you've got in your hands, guys, is a golden, golden opportunity. You have a company, and I told this on Billy Banks' team and Elsa Banks' team call on Thursday night. You have something very unique here. We've been in network marketing for many, many, many years. And we've even owned our own, and we've been involved corporately, both Ken and I, with companies, and we have never seen a company survive what we have survived. It's like a gold medalist, okay? I always love watching the Olympics, and the reason I do is that every time there's a major gold medalist that is recognized, they tell the backstory, and the backstory is always hardship and struggle. And the fact that they won that gold medal is because they overcame all that. And with what we've got here with Voyager is very unique because we have a product that is killer. It's a killer, have to have, as soon as they hear about it, product. Can't keep it in like Ginger has talked about. Guess what? We have endured things that no company could have survived. And not only did we survive it, but we came out thriving. I mean, to go in a couple of months where, because of former management's blunders, we didn't have product. And yet we went up over $200,000 more in sales volume in April. That's unheard of in this industry. About 1,000 companies start new every year, and only 2 or 3 make it. And then after a couple of years, they kind of dwindle. But we are surviving and thriving because we have a product that's rock and roll. And we have something magic here. It's like Eddie Metcalf says something. I prayed about this, and I know this is going to be amazing. We did too. And we've been offered the world right and left from different companies. We've been offered money. We've been offered all sorts of things. But guess what? We know where this company's going. And so what I want you to do as an action assignment, I'm very big on action assignments, is I want you to take time today to revisit your goals, to rewrite them, and to determine your why. And then when you sit with someone, face-to-face or on the phone, you start with your why. This is why I'm doing this business, because this type of business has let me have all this time with my kids. It's let me run over to Dubai to watch Chris play basketball. It's let me go to Australia where he was to play basketball. It's given us that kind of freedom to do that. You know, my daughter has started a little business, and she said, could you front me money to get started? Yes. And the only reason we can do that is because we're in network marketing and because of Voyager, this business that has created the American dream. So when you're talking to people, use that hotline. Press number 1, which is Ken Burgess, going through that opportunity, because that sets it up. That takes away the excuse for you not knowing what to say. Just say, listen to this. After you show them the commercial, that's a given. That sets up the product. It's going to sell itself. Everybody wants a happy, skinny pill. That's a given. That's not even an issue. Now let's talk about the opportunity. Have them listen to Ken Burgess, hand him the phone, or 3-way him into that. Then he gives this 2 to 3 minute message on the opportunity. Then you say, now you can see why I'm so excited. Now I want you to go to BurgessBiz.com. I want you to kick some tires, and eventually you'll have a replicating website that will have a lot of things and tools on it. But the reason that hub is good for you, that Burgess Biz, which is a support site, they can see that they've got support, that they can get started. You can show them what to to read. That network marketing tab explains all the freedoms of network marketing and explains why we chose network marketing as our vehicle for this product. They can click on the testimonials. They can click on the leaders. They can click on the packs. They can click on the basic training and see right there that it tells them how to get started, exactly how to set up their BizBinder, et cetera, et cetera. All those things are there. Show them the calendar. Show them the things that are there for them to get involved and plugged into. And then once you're there, put them on a three-way call. If you are not doing three-way calls, you are never going to make the $20,000 a month that Nancy and Elaine are making right now, or the $18,000 and $19,000 a month that Billy Banks is making. They do the system. If you work alone, you are going to make alone money. If you use the network, you will have financial freedom. You will see financial freedom. Then once the three-way call, then get them on the Tuesday night testimonial call, and then get them on the Wednesday webinar, which goes over the business aspect of it, and then do another three-way if you have to, because the webinar, for a lot of people, may be that first exposure. And we give exposures in digestible doses until the person sees where they fit. Use FORM. Write it on your hand. Put it on your bulletin board. That is the basis of asking questions. Tell me about your family. F. How's your job? What are you doing for work? Occupation. R. What do you do for fun? Recreation. M. Deliver the message. Find a place that you can deliver the message of opportunity, the message of the American dream. Be the solution. You find the need, you fill the need. You find the need, you fill the need. If you're just looking for people that have to lose weight, you are missing the boat. And I did a blog, and go to burgessbiz101.blogspot.com. You can read all the back blogs, because I cover these subjects where I talked about the gold ships, the silver ships, the tugboats, and the dip ships. When I talked about those different parts of the way this business is built with different people, you want to become and position yourself as a gold ship. And to be a gold ship, you need to develop lots of silver ships. And to even go further, develop gold ships. Once you've developed those leaders, there's a point in time you can walk away, and that, as Zig Ziglar says, the pump keeps pumping, the money keeps coming in. When we have always made our most money, we have had as many as 90,000 people in a downline. That took, a few years, 10, 11 years, but we were hardly working because we had developed our leaders, and that's the magic of network marketing. That's leveraged income. It's like you had a hit record as Elvis Presley, and it keeps on playing, and you keep getting residual income. That's what network marketing is all about, guys. If you're in direct sales, then you are just looking as the end result. Begin with the end in mind, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits, that your end result is just to sell that bottle of product. You have to think of it like this. Do I want to sell just a Coke to somebody, or do I want to open a distribution center? I want to have distribution centers all over this country where they are distributing this amazing product. If you're coming from a heartfelt space, you want to make a difference. You're going to make a bigger difference if you can open distribution centers so more people are using your product. More people are having lifestyle changes. Maybe some people are able to put their kids through college that couldn't. Maybe some people are able to help someone that needed help at that time. You've got to look at the big picture and focus on the dream. I always say, share the dream, build the team. Share the dream, build the team. And that dream is all about the American dream founded on financial freedom. And that, to me, is God-given when you work smart. And working smart is working with leveraged income and network marketing. I could go on and on with this subject because I'm passionate about it. This is why I do this business. But I want to thank Ginger and congratulate her for achieving this. thank every single one of you who have worked through all of this mess that we've gone through. I have the R's: repair, redo, renew, and rejoice. We are getting to the point where we're going to be into renewing with new products. I've been testing a few of them here. They're awesome. And then we're going to get into that rejoicing category. We're going to have some fun. Convention will be in the fall, September, October. Watch for mailers on that, and you'll be able to rejoice a lifestyle and making a difference. With that, I'm going to thank Ginger again, thank Ken Burgess for his updates and the hard work Elaine Trommerl and Ken Burgess have put in the offices. I will be there this week. And with that, I want to wish you all a fabulous weekend, and especially to the mothers, because that's my first and foremost focus, is Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, and goodbye. This call is officially over.